Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your Astrodice reading for February. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Let's see what's going on with you, my friends. Okay. Best message. What we got here? We have the third house coming out with the moon. Ooh. It's Sag energy. Love it. Okay, going over here to the moon over here. Got a lot of people getting the moon this month. Got a lot of emotions and sensitivities going on this month, the month of love, right? So the emotions, sensitivity, inner emotions, and the responses. Okay, so we're doing it Sag style over here. The energy imbues this power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Very nice. So keeping that energy of fire going strong over here for you. Okay, and we have the third house. So a lot of watery fire going on. Very nice in the third house. And the third house is talking about your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. A lot of people are getting that one as well. So having a lot of moon this month and a lot of the third house coming out for a lot of people. Very interesting. Makes you wonder, like, what is really going on, right? What are we learning about people? Is this the month of learning? What is this Mercury retrograde really doing over here with all this sensitivities and knowledge? Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on. Okay, getting straight into it, going straight into the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. And remember, this can also be about friends, your siblings, things of that nature as well, work colleagues, neighbors, right? So going straight to the beginning of the month, it does look like you're having a little bit of joyous fun. It has an increase in joy over here. And it looks like you might have some new supportive connection around you. It might be this new friend that you've met or reconnected with. It could also be a reconnection. So reconnecting with some maybe old friend or this new person, however you want to see it. Even if it's an old friend, it can be considered a new supportive connection because you haven't been together for a long time. And maybe they're more supportive of you and the things that you're doing within the third house than they have been in a long time. Okay, so it could be you and a neighbor. Maybe you've lived next to this neighbor for a long time, but you've never really, connected with this neighbor, right? And now all of a sudden you realize, wow, this neighbor's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what's going on. So having some joyous fun is keeping you kind of comfortable over here within the moon. I like that because it's saying I'm a little sensitive, but I'm having a good time. So the senses over here of the sensitivity is just enjoying yourself. And with this new connection within the third house, it could even be a coworker that you worked with for a long time. Maybe, same thing there as well. I've never really connected with them or really learned anything about them. Where it did feel like there was things that weren't going very well, maybe in the past, somewhere in the past. It does feel like the hopes and promises are getting a little bit better. You're more cheery and in a better place right now in the beginning of the month than I believe you were last month. Things are looking up for you. Yeah, feeling like you're starting the new month in a new passionate emotion. So there definitely is an increase of strength and physical vitality. And it feels more like there's this bigger, better vitality going on within you. And you are feeling like you're pushing in the right direction. With a new supportive connection, it's going very well over here. And it could be because this person is helping you feel like you want to get out of bed. And getting into mid-month, planning the action, personal assistance. Wow, with a transformation. So you may need some personal assistance in something that you're doing when you're planning an action when it comes to the third house. So if you know that maybe you need a coworker or someone to take over, maybe they can teach you something, something of this nature, right? You might need your taxes done. So maybe you're looking for the tax person within the seventh house of your responsibilities, learning how to do something. The personal assistance is saying, I'm teaching you something, I'm assisting you in something. They're the expert of the field, so you're going to rely on them for their great advice. Wow. So look at your life and figure out where the professional help might be required within this time of the middle month, and you're going to learn something from it. So how nice. And it's going to transform a lot of the thoughts and a lot of the things that's going on around you as you're planning an action over here. Whatever action you are getting ready to plan, this person's going to be able to help you out. And it does feel like the planning is a little bit of a challenge over here, and it could challenge your emotions, that's for sure, but you're keeping the self-confidence alive with Sagittarius over here. And I love that because the Strength card in the beginning of the month is actually coming out as well, showing that superior confidence, showing that enthusiasm and that good fortune, and really taking on the authority. Over here in the mid-month, it's like, well, I got this challenge that I have to do, but I'm still keeping that that great superiority around me, still really taking that action, taking the action to get things done. I'm feeling confident about doing so. I'm holding tight to the situation. You might be learning how to save money. They might be telling you how to invest money. You might be getting professional assistance to invest something, or holding tight to maybe buying a house or something of the nature. Okay, with the Page of Swords over here, it was like something that you didn't know that you're definitely learning. You're saying, I didn't know that I could do such a thing. So definitely having a better understanding, which is transforming you to this new place of learning this business, or learning this whatever it is, right? With the Judgment over here, it's saying this is going to make a great cycle change for you. It's going to actually bring in going to bring in a lot of good news and good advice. It's really good advice that you're getting over here with the Judgment card. I love the Judgment card because it's saying this is good advice. This is the relief that I needed for this transformation. You know, you could take it also with a grain of rice and say, well, maybe it was just discernment that I learned. But more than anything, it's going to be something that was an answered prayer to your situation. It's going to be the news that's coming in from the way you've learned something from this person. And it also could also be telling you maybe you overlooked a certain situation that you didn't realize. Hey, I overlooked like that. Thank you very much for showing me that. I didn't realize, you know, that I overlooked that. So very nice. So definitely learning over here. This one's going to be a great help to you. Using your intuition. Well, your intuition is definitely going to actually be opened up, because as soon as you learn this, you're going to be thinking about this, and you're going to say, wow, okay, now that I learned this, I'm going to use my gut feeling about what to do next, since they taught me how to do something. It's changing the status quo in the way that you're doing something. So whatever they're teaching you, you're saying, oh, I can do it this way instead. It does feel like it might be something you overlooked as well. It might be 2 in 1, right? So okay, and putting you at a milestone. Very nice. So it's saying this is the milestone that you needed to change the status quo of where you were, how your finances are, whatever it was that you were doing. Wow. And it just, like I said, your intuition's kicking over here, and you might even be manifesting new things because you just had your prayers answered. So time to pray again. Okay, so not traveling back to where you were before, because now that you've learned whatever you've learned from this connection, it definitely saying this is where I want to be. And this brings in more stability and more prosperity for you, because now you feel like you're more grounded in where you need to be going, right? So this is definitely opening up a lot of doors and a lot of new ideas for you. releasing any old things that were holding you back. You're saying, I don't want those anymore. I'm going to release those. They're just kind of stagnant. Like I said, it changes the status quo because you have the reflection of the perfect timing to keep moving forward now. You're in a more peaceful area over here since you've learned this. It's going to help you a lot, and it's going to move you up the ladder in many ways. And like I said, because it's opening new things, you might even get a promotion from this or more money out of this, something that you were kind of blinded from before. And now moving towards the milestone where it gave you the hesitations, it gave you a little fear, is now all wiped away because this person taught you how to do this. Very nice. Okay. So learning the new situation and what's going on around you. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.